All right, this is our second video of our CAD Assembly workshop, going through the ITLL slides together to see if we can create this assembly. I'm Professor Dan, welcome back. And yeah, we're gonna start where we left off from our first video. So our first video has the part made from that workshop. It's the yellow part, and now we're going to make the green part. So let me try something here. This could be interesting. So yeah, so what we're going to do is go through and first we're going to color our parts, and then we're going to adjust our green part. So we're going to end this video with we should have two parts, one yellow, one green. All right, so here we go. So the first thing we need to do is, let me make sure I'm sharing the right thing here. Share screen 2. Okay. So here's where we left off. Here's my part in all its glory. What I want to do is come down here to the Part Studio 1, right-click on it, and click Duplicate. Sweet. Now I have a copy of it in my Part Studio. I right-click on that, and it should be very similar, and it is. I'm going to call this the green part, so I right-click, and I say Rename, and I call that green. There we go. Now I come over to Part 1 here, and I can edit appearance, and I can make it green. There we go. Do we like that green? I'm not sure I like that green. It's fine. I can maybe go up a green. We go down a green. Yeah, let's go up a green. There we go. So that's our green part. Now let's come over here to our Part Studio 1. So I came back down here, click on our first part, and remember we called this our yellow part, so I'm going to rename that and call it yellow. And I'm going to right-click over here. I'm going to click on our Part 1, and I'm going to edit material, and let's make that a nice yellow. There we go. All right, so we have a green part, and we have a yellow part. Our yellow part's all set, so now we have to adjust our green part. How do we do that? Well, in the areas that we have to add, we have to subtract on our green part. So these revolved areas here, we want to have on our green part, we want to have those subtracted, and our areas here that we subtracted, we want to have added. So how do we do that? Well, let's go into our Revolve 1. Save our Sketch 2, Revolve 1, double click. And instead of clicking Add, we're going to click Remove. Easy as that. Click Check. Oh, that's cool. And then in our Revolve 2, we double click on that. We click Add. And we click Check. We have a little issue with our hole there. Don't know what caused that. We'll go back down. The other thing we want to do is potentially fill it. So one thing it says to do is let's move this up. There we go. Not worried about that hole. Not worried about Sketch 3. But see this area right here? That's going to cause potential impingement. So we want to fillet that so it doesn't get in the way. Our fillet command is up here. And a 0.2 fillet looks pretty good. So we want to click right there. Click right there. Click right here. Click right there. And that looks generally what we have on the ITLL page. So we click on that. Cool. I'm going to just hide Sketch 2 for the moment. All right, so those are filleted. So now when we pull this back down, we have our Sketch 3, and we have our hole in a weird place. Now, the ITLL doesn't have a hole in their weird place, but we do, so we'll have to figure out how to fix that together. So we go through, and first we click on Sketch 3. Well, and we can see that for some reason it shrunk down, probably caused by those fillets. We look, we have these red areas, and we can delete them. So we're going to click and click Delete Sketch Entity. Goodbye. 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 And so now we need to get that hole back into the correct place. So how are we going to do that? Well, we can propagate this thing, I bet. Let's try it. So let's go Construction, in case it doesn't work. And then use Project Convert. There we go. All right, so now we have some sketch entities, and we just want to move this point. We hit Shift, and then we're going to make those coincident mated. There we go. So, not sure if that's what the ITLL intended, but that's what I did. And look, holes right in the middle. And there we go. Now everything looks good. And now we're ready for our assembly. So I'm going to pause this or stop this, and yeah, we're gonna have a nice short video on that one. Alrighty, we'll see you in the next video where we get these two parts together. All right, I'll see you in a few.